Alright, welcome back to my channel. Today we are taking a look at the Creatures Collide Goldbug figure. Why Goldbug? As a kid, I always wanted a Bumblebee figure. I never got one until 1986 when I got Goldbug. And yeah, that's it. Bumblebee was my favorite character as a kid. I mean, he was the main character in the cartoon, so how could you not love him? I know a lot of people don't, but I'm sticking with this. So for me, it was a big deal. And I remember kids in my class, having the various different mini bots, and when the throttle bots came out, they were just the best thing. In the 80s, you couldn't have a toy line without a pullback motor. Knight Rider had it. Transformers had it. I'm pretty sure Masters of the Universe had it. We just take your classic figure here, pull back. You can't see him, but it's old, so it doesn't really want to go that well. And that's it. And yeah, and of course, as you see here, this is the Generation 1 one. So Goldbug, who he is the upgraded form of Bumblebee. How he gets upgraded depends on where you're from. If you read the Marvel comics, he gets rebuilt by G.I. Joe. If you read the European Marvel comics, he gets rebuilt by Redgar. I grew up on the cartoon. He gets rebuilt by Quintesson during the return of Optimus Prime. And he gets upgraded. There was a great Transformers meme parody of it a few years ago. Whatever. As far as the figure goes, it is a great figure. There's a couple small complaints, and they're very small. My first one is, let me get these guys out of the way because they're not part of this review. I'll review them separately if I even feel like doing it. Let's go ahead and get Scorponok out of here. My biggest complaint with it is the fact that you get the same accessories that you've gotten with Bug Bite, Shatterglass Goldbug, the other Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, anybody who uses this mold. And I was sick of them after the 2. I only have 3 of them. So, yeah. My other big concern is, it's gold paint. There's going to be a lot of gold paint in this episode. There are a couple tabs that are really tight, and with gold paint that makes me nervous, and with that being clear plastic painted gold plate, even worse. The section here that tabs in does not fit very well. I have to force it, and I'm very worried about breakage. And then in robot mode, I have one issue with one of the arms, and I'll get there with that. But yeah, as you can see, it is a stunning Volkswagen Beetle. It is reminiscent of the Masterpiece figure. You do have the longer back compared to, Generation 1 Goldbug. Now, Goldbug always is the upgraded form of Bumblebee with one exception. That's in the 2005 IDW series, where he and Bumblebee are separate characters. And Bumblebee, when he gets upgraded, is briefly nicknamed Goldfire, which is based off of the movie versions of Bumblebee. And yes, I am terrified this thing is going to shatter one day, where he's a muscle car instead of a beetle. But this is the first Generation 1 Goldbug figure officially named Goldbug since the original. The only thing that came close was the recent Shattered Glass figure, but again, he is not a beetle at all, and he's from an alternate universe. We have had some other ones. There was a small Legends Class figure a few years back, about a decade now. I have him somewhere where he was a Mini Coupe, and it was golden. And then when you transform him, he had the blue head. So we all nicknamed it Goldbug, and definitely has that homage here. But yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful figure. As far as implementing this goes, there's a couple different ways. You can attach the blue parts here, and he gives him skis. For the one episode on the cartoon that did that. Unlike Goldbug or Bug Bite, he doesn't have the hole in the roof here to hold the weapon. So the way that you can do that is, if you can get it separated, you can bring the arms up, and then you can plug in something that way. Like, there's a peg, and you got to bring this part out, and then you can attach not that piece with this piece. And I'm not going to bother doing that. But yeah, it is a fun figure. It is gorgeous, and I'm very happy with it. Might as well just start transforming it for you guys. And you know I don't usually like to transform. So, there's that. Gonna undo that. Hopefully the thunderstorm in the background won't be too much of a distraction for you. Oh, forgot to do the wheels. Always do the wheels. I always forget about them. Come up. Do the twist. I said do the twist. Do the twist. It's always easier to do it when you're not looking through a camera. The minute you look through the camera, but you see that was really tight. So again, you gotta force it in there, and it makes me very nervous. So. Now the instructions have you do this differently. This piece, by the way, is not fun to get out. I don't have fingernails. So the instructions want you to do it like cliff jumper, where you face down. Go like that. But God damn it. Aha. Alright, so here we have him in robot mode, and I love this. I love this so much. It is a fantastic looking figure. I mean, I have some gripes with it, and it has to do with quality control. But I mean, just look at this. It is beautifully done. Again, gold paint has me nervous, but I mean, come on, it looks like Goldbug. Now, technically, according to the instructions, this should be facing the other way, but this makes it look more like Goldbug. And you'll see here, my only real concern and to quality control issues, I can't get this piece to latch. And so anytime I try to pose this arm, it pops out. And you can see, I mean, it's supposed to just line up easily. If you look at the shattered glass one, for example, you just tuck right in, it stays still, but that keeps this arm from staying secure. And that's my only real gripe. Otherwise, it is beautiful. Same accessories, like I said, so blah, not really needed. Goldbug doesn't need weapons. Goldbug is the weapon. I don't know why I said that or where that came from, but at this point you should know the articulation. He does have double jointed elbows, going back and forth. You get full rotation. It does go out. You get forward kick. You get slight back kick. There we go. You do get massive ankle tilt. You do get knee bend. You do get waist rotation. And due to how he transforms, he can limbo. But yeah, I mean, it looks great. This is a fantastic figure, and I'm so glad I got this. And thanks again to my buddy Brian for finding it for me. I love it. But yeah, I mean, so let's talk about that, right? So this is the updated Goldbug. And so we got to show what he looks like compared to the other Goldbugs, right? So here he is with the shattered glass, and you'll see that they do have different head sculpts. They're painted differently. The mouth is actually designed different, which I think is a really, really nice touch. Gold Fire, who I just lost one of the parts to. But yeah, again, take a look at the head sculpt. It's way different and not really needed. And finally, of course, the G1 Goldbug. And you just bring it in here. Let's see. The only way they could have made this figure better, the only way, besides fixing that one part, is if he could do... Oh no, it's not working. There we go. It's old. If he could do that. If they would do that on a modern figure, I would be so happy. Sorry. I'm being a 6-year-old again. And like I said in the beginning, Goldbug was a very special character to me. My first Bumblebee toy was a Goldbug, because I never had the original Bumblebee until I was in my 20s, and even then it was a keychain. So this really made me happy, and I really do love this. Do I think he should have had some different accessories? Yes. Do I think he should have had that one little quality control fixed? Yes. The rest of this is fantastic, and I highly recommend this figure if you can find it. Even though he comes with all those other creatures, who I'll get to eventually. Thank you very much for watching. Please comment down below. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you want to see next.